Alright, we've got a 2014 XTrail. I'm going to change the fuel filter. With most cars, you might find nowadays fuel filter is nice and simple to change. XTrail, got this bad boy here. So the reason why I'm changing the fuel filter is because the car's starving a bit. It's missing. One of the common faults could be a blocked fuel filter. I've seen someone clean it out, but to be honest, there's a lot of sort of sensitive moving parts in here, so it looks a bit like a bomb, doesn't it? So yeah, if you got this one, cost me $500 Australian. I'm going to show you how to change it as I go through the exploration process myself. Should be short and sharp though. I've seen some brief ways to do it. In short, the fuel filter itself lives under the back seat here. So let's take these back seats down, Back seats are up. You'll see on this side there's some wiring here. That's what's going to what we want. The goodies is in here. I've given it a bit of vacuum. Don't want all this shit falling in when we open this up. I'll also give a bit of a wipe down with some disinfectant wipes or just some cleaner, just to make sure that I don't drop shit in there once I open it up, because we'll expose into the fuel tank. I've also made sure that I've run the fuel down quite low, so you don't want it full. So here, so let's get this sucker open. So I'll give it a wipe down and I'll undo these little bad boys here, and then show you what's under here. Alright, here we are. This has been cleaned up a bit. Let's take this bad boy off and this bad boy off, and then undo that. Let's just put that there. Alright, so this little clip is pushed down, so just push down on this one here. Lighting shit, sorry. Alright, push down on this and pull that way. Let's just give it a bit of a hand with a bit of a screwy. Push that down. Should get a bit of a click. There we go. And pull. Nice, that's that one. This one here, I think you just squeeze the sides. So it's got the little clips here. Squeeze the sides there. And then that should hopefully just slide off. Alright, once you get this thing off, okay, so this just, you squeeze that. This will just pull off here. This thing here is really bloody tight. I found you have to give it a bit of a nudge. So I use you could use a block of wood, be better, but I couldn't find one. Just get something on here, give it a bit of a tap. Just keep doing that until you can undo it by hand. There we go. Okay, now this thing's spring loaded, so it'll push up. Now in here you'll find all sorts of interesting stuff. There's a float, there's a rubber seal here, but there's don't know if you can see yet, there's a couple of cables that go to a float. That's your sensor on the car. It tells the fuel tank how full it is. So let's get this out here a little bit. Make sure you don't damage the float arm. You will get a replacement float arm, but it's good to make sure that you don't break out in this process. See, here's the float gauge. You'll see it. But I'll just pull this out. There'll also be a pipe under here as well, somewhere. There'll be a pipe under here. It's a bit hard to do. Let me pull it out and I'll show you once I've done it. Okay, let me catch you up before I go too far here. First of all, I had to, this was the focus. Thank you. This was the float that was in there. This thing just slides off. Had to give it a little bit of persuasion to push this clip, and slides off that way. Once you do that, you can pull this sucker out. Then I've got this guy out. Now there's a, don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. There's a tube off the back of here, and there's there's some wiring coming off that fuel float to go back in down that way, and that's wrapped around this cable here. Really bad lighting, sorry. There we go. That's better, eh? Let's undo this one here. This is when we're glad we cleaned up everything. There's no stuff falling into our fuel tank here. Pull this one off here. This one comes off fairly easy, surprisingly. There we go, because there's a little push thing, and then it comes off. There we go. I think it's going to make a fool out of me since I said it came off easy. That's it. Putting it back together is just repeat in reverse.